Do you know there's 7+ types of investigations happening on Donald Trump? And I know you want things to happen now, but it ain't gonna happen. So wait your ass up and just hold on. Because we're in the middle of a marathon. I told you it was gonna get worse before it gets better, and it has, and it's getting even worse. But it's not going to end on worse. Our best days are ahead of us. They are. They are. And here's what I want you to understand as I go through this 24-hour marathon. I'm doing a 24-hour marathon. This is June 30th, Monday. It's a 24-hour marathon I'm doing because I decided to. And I want you to listen to everything I'm saying, follow every video I have in the next 24 hours. I'm going to lay it down to you in a way nobody else has. Also, this is all sponsored by my Clarity Group. You know about it. Click the link in my details. Make that investment, or click the link over in my homepage and join the Clarity Group, because I'm doing 3 lives a week. And on top of that, I'm also throwing down with the ability to reach me personally. So I've been talking and consulting with veterans, with people on Social Security, with immigration issues, the whole nine. I'm not an attorney, but I do know how to get one. Meaning I know how to help you get one in your area, and at the same time figure out what your options are. So the point is, you can at least ask somebody if you're worried about your jobs, your benefits, or your money, or your freedom. Now, let's get into these investigations. 7 different types. I'm going to break it down like this. The first one, and I'm just going to go ahead. Let me pull up my notes here. The first one is deportations, okay? This guy is going to get into a lot of trouble on the deportation level. I want you to understand how deep doo-doo he's in right now, and he doesn't know it because he sent all of these people out the door. He is straight up, he's done it, and he's done it in a very clever way where he has straight up tried to use people over and over again and be able to get these people deported in a way that's just totally illegal. And he's almost got in trouble. And then remember what happened? Here's what he don't want you to know. All right? Here's what he don't want you to know. He got in big trouble with Judge Zinnes, who is Garcia's lawyer. You notice that? You didn't hear much about that, but let me tell you what happened. Basically, she was about to put him in contempt of court. Honestly, she should have. But she got to that edge, and all of a sudden, Garcia's back, but they're indicting him. Notice he got back in 48 hours when they said there's no way in the world we could bring him back. Bull. That's what they were doing. They were trying to set you up all day and lie to you, and lie to everybody that there was no way we could get him back. No, you can get him back. You sent the Americans out there, and there are people who are looking into it. I'll tell you who those people are in a minute. Hopefully this doesn't get flagged. This is going to be pretty detailed. The other thing is we have the Elon and Doge. Elon and Doge. Elon is not done yet. Let me explain to you how this is going to go. Doge, they're going to get them just like they do the drug dealers. They're going to go after Doge, and Doge is going to give up. The 20-year-old boy nothings are going to give up Elon, and Elon's going to give up whatever he might know on the press, because that's who he is. He's ready to turn on them now. You see how this is. They didn't make up. They made nice. The other one is the election, but I want to really tell you something about the election. And I've been saying this for the last couple of weeks because some of you ain't letting this go. No, I will never let it go. They stole the election. Yes, I agree. And hopefully I don't get my account banned or anything for saying it. But yeah, I agree. But here's the thing, and I talk about it freely in my Clarity Group, so that's why I also created a Clarity Group. But understand something. Right now, if somebody burned down your house, are you going to sit there and investigate that right now? Or are you going to get some water and put the fire out? Are you going to get your stuff safe? Are you going to get your family that's in the house, your dog, your cat, whatever, safely out the door? That's our priority right now. We are fighting for our Medicaid, Medicare, Social Security, our veterans benefits. We are fighting for all of that. Okay, we're fighting for all of that individual. I'm the son and grandson of veterans. I'm not a veteran, But I want you to understand that's the priority. Focus, mother, focus, all right? Get into that. Stop worrying about whether the election, if it happens. Yes, they're going to open up and investigate with the election. At the end of this, I'm going to tell you who is going to investigate and how they're going to catch some of these people. Will it be Trump? We'll see. Let me break it down to you at the end. The other way they're investigating him is Hegseth with this Signal Gate. This is possible treason. Basically, him getting on Signal Gate opened up to all those people. And you can't tell me, and I know you're not dumb neither, you know there's going to be our international adversaries from China to Russia, Iran, North Korea, and whoever don't like America is watching Signal Gate to see what Heg Dummy Seth will do. Because he didn't drop off of Signal Gate after they found out about it. Do you know that? They're still using that shit. And then national security investigations. Who is doing some treasonous shit? Who's doing it? Because there's something going on. And for Trump to be saying, oh, we're getting leaks at the White House, we're going to investigate the Democrats. Well, ain't no Democrats in the White House, fool. It's you. You guys are leaking stuff out, and your people are leaking stuff out because they don't trust you and you don't trust them. Well, national security leaks will be investigated. See, here's the thing. Our justice system is slow, but it's definite. And I know some of you think, well, Pam Bondi ain't going to... Listen, Pam could be going to jail too, or at the very least resigning, losing her license. Don't worry about Pam Bondi. She ain't going to be there forever. That's not a civil service job. There will be investigations. It will take time. Then let's talk about treason investigations. Somebody gave up information somewhere to all of these adversaries of ours. It's not just by coincidence. They know all this stuff. Know that. Know that. And the last one, it comes down to enemies of Peter Thiel, Elon, and Trump. And I'm going to tell you like this. There are enemies they have, and their enemies are our allies who are doing investigations. So who's doing investigation? Well, let me tell you something else. Nobody else is telling you on the left. Do you know that I hope I don't get in trouble for this. Do you know that there are millionaires and billionaires who do not like Trump, do not like Thiel, do not like Elon? We have over 20 million millionaires in this country. We have over somewhere estimated between 700 and 1,000 billionaires. And not everybody's a Trumper. How do we know? Mark Cuban. How do we know? Warren Buffett. How do we know? Craig Newmark from Craigslist. How do we know? The founder of LinkedIn, who's a target right now on Trump because he campaigned with Kamala Harris. There's a lot of people. I want you to understand that. With these investigations, who's doing them? Well, again, they're being funded by wealthy people. And they could be former federal employees or people at the high supreme level who know how to look into stuff. This is being recorded, and we only got 3.5 years of this. I know it's rough. We just went through a half year. But if we can just face the other 3.5 years, and again, no, he's not going to be pulled from presidency unless it's his health, it's the economy, or again, it might be the deportations. Those are things that he could be out on. But other than that, we need to stay strong and understand this is a marathon and us outlasting this sucker fool. All right? But understand this too, in the middle of this marathon, and there are a bunch of sprinters on the right. So they're not making it, not looking good for them right now. But I want you to understand that on our end, these investigations, they're going to come out and there's going to be a straight up witch hunt. We're going to start lighting their ass up. You know, there's going to be, for instance, let me give you an example, a lot of the people who don't have political capital. What about all those ICE agents? What about all those custom agents and immigration agents? They're targets. They're targets. I guarantee you 100% they are targets, and we're going to catch up to them. Be calm, be cool, be steady. I know it's rough, but we got 3.5 years to go, and we have to fight. We got to keep fighting. That's what this is all about. That's the biggest catch. Follow me for the rest of the 24 hours, June 30th, every hour on the hour, and share my content. I'm blowing shit up. And this is sponsored again by my Clarity Group. Get in my Clarity Group, y'all. Clarity Group. You want to get in that on my homepage or in the description of this video. Ain't nobody in the world telling you the stuff I'm telling you. If you think this was good or you like this, yes, subscribe to my channel. But imagine what you will see in the Clarity Group and in the lives I'm talking about. I am on fire. My next live I do in the Clarity Group is Tuesday, tomorrow, and we're going to be talking about narrative warfare that Donald Trump does to psychologically manipulate you into fear and tear you down. In fact, I'm going to talk about that in the next video. Donald Trump and fear, and how he feeds on it, and how you can avoid it. Let's go.